What's good, y'all? Hold on, let me see if I can turn down the bass. You know what I'm saying? Boy, this weekend, boy, that was something else. I'm trying to tell you, hold on. As far as I could tell, it was lit. Super lit. This weekend. And one thing we can tell you is there might be some new let's just say this, more variety of what we're gonna do this upcoming year. There's new players on the field and off the field. There's a new crown that has been given to Kansas City's quarterback. Matter of fact, shout out to him. Oh my God, this guy, he's Mr. Comeback now. Remember Joe Montana when he used to do that? I mean, it's like, come on, man. And now that's pretty much, he's got back-to-back Super Bowls, first time in 20 years. Come on, man. I'm just trying to tell you, man, dude is awesome, man. Patrick Mahomes, boom, salute. And I'm trying to see a light-skinned quarterback be the GOAT. You feel me? Why not? He did that. I'm happy about that. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I could tell you is that, a lot of other things was happening in Vegas. Not everything that happens there stays here, am I right? When we get into the tee up, and that's what I'm calling it, the tee up, because they was not playing. Let's do something like this, okay, y'all? Make sure, man, you go to the group, man. Make sure you get yourself added on to the group. You know what I'm saying? So we can keep you in the loop. Get in the group so we can keep you in the loop. You feel me? Over there on Facebook, we 20-something thousand strong. This is an old picture, like I said before, man. We got about 23,000 in the group, and it's growing. We're growing now. You feel me? We're going, man. And also, you got to stay on the YouTube channel. We are currently, hold on, let me make sure I get this in. I almost forgot. Let me make sure I get this in. Yeah, we are currently streaming on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. We doing the damn thing over here. You feel me? So make sure you go at least and follow us on some of them things. Cause we got some shit to do. We got some stuff to break down. You feel me? We have a lot of stuff to break down, man. What's crazy is that some of the stuff was more exciting than what was going on the field. You know what I'm saying? Let's just face it, man. One of the so-called, I don't know if it was controversy or just us. I mean, let me just break this down. Don't we just act a fool? We act a fool wherever we go. When we get either we shine out, either we turn up, or we turn out, and it's lights out. It's so extreme. We don't know what to expect, man. Because I mean, let's just say we charismatic and we know how to be spasmatic too. So everybody, of course, is talking about the Usher, Alicia Keyes thing at halftime. I just waited my time to put my spiel in. You know what I mean? To speak on what I thought of, it amounted to. And I'm like, first of all, Alicia Keyes is right there with her husband, and this is something they choreographed and did for like probably months, on how they was going to do this halftime show. First of all, shout out to Usher, man. If you ask me, it was at least in the top 3 to 4 performances of halftime shows that we've ever had. That's just my opinion. It was one of the top 3 or 4, you know what I mean? Of course, there's MJ. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. But, and then there comes Prince. He's also a GOAT. But it's like, man, if you just up there in that category with them, you did something. You did something. Like he said, I made it, Mom. And he showed out. That's what I see it. I feel good about his performance. Somebody said, well, he's looking a little zesty with the with the blouse shirts on. I said, man, if you think about it, didn't Mike and Prince both have blousy looking shirts on? I mean, we can't we can't say that that's not one of the things that they do when they get on stage, man. They give, I guess, their version of fly with it. So, Usher did that, but he also did something else that was, it went by a lot of people's eyesight, when he was sitting on his so-called throne. Y'all seen it? He had on two gloves, two MJ gloves, which was, like, hey, man, first of all, you giving it up to the man that started it all. Well, obviously, a lot of the stuff that you do is based and inspired by him. You know what I'm saying? So, man, that was a good, to me, that was a good salute. You know what I'm saying? He had the gloves on. That was it. That was lit. But let's take the gloves off right now, okay? Everybody was saying like he being a little too touchy-feely with Alicia Keyes. Now, let me tell you, man. First of all, I've always been just in love with Alicia Keyes. You feel me? That's my twin. I be looking at her like, ooh, man, I got something that's like Alicia. Matter of fact, everybody used to be calling her Alicia Keyes. But I can tell you this much. Alicia Keyes and her dude, they all right. They all right. He was right there at the show. So everybody overreacted, trying to throw innuendo into the whole thing and all that. This is, first of all, this is entertainment. Second of all, this is a performance by two professional top tier performers who understand what it's like to be on stage and just really engross yourself into your performance. Okay? He didn't get below the he didn't go below the waistline. He kept it right where it's supposed to be, right? Okay, don't go no lower. Usher, don't go no lower. Because there probably will be some problems. I mean, we already know, Swiss Beats ain't no punk, man. I just felt like Usher was cool and Alicia was cool, and it was a beautiful performance. And I have to say, the whole show with Lil Jon, oh man, it was turned up. That shit was turned up. I don't care what nobody say. That shit was turned up. And it's like, man, that was one of the best, like I said, top 3 to 4 performances of Super Bowl history, man. You know what I'm saying? And, they had, come on, man. They had ATL's own up in there rapping, doing his thing. Oh my God, it was turned up, bro. So I had to give that an A+, man, right up there with the big boys. I can't knock that performance, man. And the tea that came with it was Usher too touchy-feely. I don't think so, man. Come on, man. I don't think so. That's in front of thousands and thousands, not including the TV audience. It's like, that was all performance, man. Y'all gaslighting the situation. That's exactly what y'all doing. But you know how we get down. We got to show up and we got to show out. That's exactly what we did. So I'm going to take a little quick break right quick. I want y'all to check out some of my lead-ins right quick, and I'm coming right back. So let's look at it like this, man. if Alicia was good with it and Swiss Beats was good with it, then we ain't got no business saying nothing. Stop trying to gaslight the situation, man. You feel me? I just think, it was like I said, it was one of them top 4 to 5 performances, Of course, there's the GOATs, but before that, everything's debatable. It's debatable. I think Usher stamped it straight up. But also, like I said, that was kind of some of the things that was going on in Vegas, and we had to say to ourselves, okay, is that like, some attention grabbing, distraction type stuff going on? I don't know. Considering what was going on, on the field, I say nope. Matter of fact, that was icing on the cake, because now we got a champion, a back-to-back championship team, and Patrick Mahomes is the new face of the NFL. If you ask me, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna have to start really, really giving him his flowers. He did some stuff that ain't been done in 20 years. So come on now, you got 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? 2 of them's back to back. Let's go. Give him his flowers. Here's the other thing, though, man. So I'm like, okay. People don't realize that this happened during the game, okay? This is like something that happened. All right. I ain't even know until just this morning. Did y'all know that Kanye West got thrown out of the game? Not yay. How they gonna throw Kanye out? They threw Kanye West out of the game, allegedly. Now it's the scuttlebutt around the the networks and stuff, but it's pretty much confirmed. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm gonna do right quick is I'm gonna let you hear it, from Twitter right quick. Somebody who I follow a little bit, man, because I dig his style, man. And it's Brandon Marshall, man. And he was at the game, he does commentating and stuff. He works for the networks and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And of course they got their own little podcast. And it was like, ooh, he broke it down. I'm like, okay, this might be a thing. So let's go check out what Brandon had to say and what was being said in reference to Kanye West and Taylor Swift getting her get back on Yeezy. Now, y'all remember what happened, right? I mean, we have to remember this, that Yeezy, did some weirdo stuff, and, he snatched her. Well, he let's say he wrestled the microphone away. Okay, he wrestled the microphone away, and so now it's like that tension never really got squashed. Okay, and we already know who her dude is, right? She's there every game for him. You know what I'm saying? And Kelsey, is like, he is a big dude. It could be some funk if it got way disrespectful out there, but it didn't. I mean, Kanye at that time, he was supposed to be speaking up for Beyonce, and Beyonce came back and said, "Oh, I ain't got nothing to do with that." You know what I'm saying? And apologize and try to make it right. But then, if you notice, do you know what happened this year? Jay-Z goes up there and he says some stuff about Kanye not getting, Beyonce not getting her flowers. Yeah. Oh, okay. What's up, aggressive? He said he's in the clouds. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I got one that slipped by. Might have slipped by us, man. Kanye West got thrown out the game, man. It's getting out there now that Taylor Swift had him removed. I'm like, ooh, Taylor Swift's stock is going up. Now she's getting platinum, multi-billionaire artist thrown out the way. But he was on some weirdo stuff. Their box was next to, where her box was at, her suite up at the game in Vegas, and evidently, he was acting a fool again as usual, and she had him removed, man. That's what they're saying, bro. That's exactly what they're saying. So I'm gonna go to what Brandon Marshall had to say about that. All right, we're gonna hear some of the scuttlebutt. Give me 1 second.
So anytime they
hold on,
Kanye West pulls up to Vegas. Kanye West buys a ticket right in front of Katy Perry's booth. So anytime they were going to be showing Katy Perry, Kanye's face was going to be there.
Did you say in front of Taylor's booth or in front of Katy Perry's booth?
Oh, my bad. In front of Taylor Swift's booth.
Oh,
okay. He had a mask on with his logo on the mask, right? Typical Kanye. Taylor Swift gets pissed off. She boom boom makes a call or two. Everybody's involved. He gets kicked out the stadium.
Oh, this is hot.
But Kanye,
hot.
Is it hot tea.
Okay.
Got kicked out the stadium. He was trying to leverage her celebrity to.
Because he knows they're not going to cut to him. So he's like, I'm going to strategically position myself. So every time they cut over here to her.
So now you got to go back to the beef, him cutting her off. It's like, Beyonce should have won it. And then years after, and just that whole relationship. But that's what he tried to do, man. He tried to sit in front of Taylor Swift.
So evidently, Taylor Swift said, I'm getting my get back. She got Yeezys thrown out on his Yeezys. Get up out of here. Get up out my mix. Because you already know who her guy is. And he's there, Mr. Super Bowl, Kelty. And it's like, it's their thing. We can't lie. But, the bottom line is Kanye spent his money to be up in there too. He spent millions on his advertisement. Okay, he spent millions on his advertising. Hey, D, you didn't know about that? I didn't know about it too until earlier today that Kanye West got booted. Oh wow, that was like when E40 got kicked out of a home game from a Karen. I'm like, no, man, no. A Karen got E40 spinning. He was in the front row. Like, come on, they call him front row 40. It's like, you guys ain't gonna give him his respect. Like, she's harassing him. But this whole thing is obviously something altogether different. We all know what happened, from the original incident. And, it's kind of, it's messed up, that he ran up on the stage and took her, took her microphone. Took her microphone while she was so-called getting her flowers and stuff. It was like, dang, that was, but we all kind of felt the kind of way, like, like why they keep snubbing, Beyonce. It was just hecka weird, man, hecka weird, and now you got, like I said, you got Jay-Z saying something at the game, so it's ongoing, but. Let's just say Taylor Swift got her get back. She got her get back. She's like, you got to go. You're not fucking up my Super Bowl party. And he was over there acting a clown. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, man. So I took a little poll, and I wanted to ask everybody, how'd they feel about the halftime show? I had done it a couple days ago. So I'm going to go over there, man, right quick. Let me bring it up right quick, y'all. Because to me, I'm like, I thought it was a top 3 performance, man. A top 3 performance. And I felt like, Usher definitely made some noise, right? And I felt like he deserved some recognition, okay? So I took a poll. Here it is right here, y'all. So the poll was, how did you feel about Usher's halftime performance? I said, did you feel like Usher kills it? Or no, he's still washed up? So I only had 7 votes, but let me tell you something, and I didn't vote on this, y'all. I tried to keep it as clean as possible, but 57% felt like Usher killed it. But as it's going on, you know what I'm saying, he's getting more sentimental about the way he performed, and it's kind of overlapping now the so-called Alicia Keyes incident, which really was downplayed by Alicia Keyes and her husband, Swiss Beats, to keep it solid so that we know that for a fact. Come on, man, let's not muddy these waters. It was a top 4 performance by not just Usher, but like I said, Ludacris, Lil Jon, you know what I'm saying, Alicia Keyes. Everybody put on a hell of a show. I was super impressed. And I think it was a big win for, the hip-hop community. In fact, if you ask me, I sure hope that that's what we go back to, because listening to Lil Jon, you know what I'm saying, he had everybody up. And it was like, that's how, rap and hip-hop should be, man. It should be like that feel-good shit. That's just my opinion, you feel me? So, see right quick, I got my guy, he's gonna say, he said, take this boot. She sure did give him a boot. I'm like, good. Boy, she got a lot of power these days, man. She got power, and she's getting, getting with Kelsey, let's just admit that kind of gave her a little superpower ring. Like, activate, you know what I'm saying? Because now we know you just ain't going to funk Taylor Swift. Kelsey might have something to say about that. Real talk. So, where I was at with it, man, was like, this is all good, it reminded me of some of the old days, you know what I mean? And of course, I started doing my little homework and stuff, and I went over to the, to watch the Seattle-Denver game. But on my timeline, popped up the Shannon Sharp scuttlebutt, right? So I'm like, okay, let's check this out, right? Let's check this out. So, Shannon Sharp been having to defend himself about his character, right? So I'm like, oh, wow. This is heavy now, right? I know he's a football player and he's an athlete and whatnot, but, sometimes they're not real good with their mouthpiece, like going against a comedian like Michael Epps. Michael Epps can break you down like a lawn chair and have you in your feelings. And lo and behold, somehow this all started with some guests. We all know the inside story about, the people that came to Shay Shay's, podcast, right? And, there's a lot of back and forth going on here and people getting involved. And let's just say so far, really, if you ask me, it's good for the culture. It's also good for, Shannon Sharp's podcast, because people are tuning in. He's breaking the internet. All right? He's breaking the internet. He's killing everybody. It's just his first year doing a podcast. All right? So it's like, do what you do, man. Whatever's going to make this shit float. You know what I'm saying? But there are some things that he ain't going for, and I don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to call me out my character and put slide on me and, you know what I'm saying, doing these subliminals and stuff. And Shannon Sharp got in his feelings and he called Michael Epps out. He called him out. So what I want to do right quick is I want to go to some of the stuff that was said, okay? I got some stuff on my page that I put up here, and I just want you to hear what was said. He had to respond to a couple of people, all right? Because, of course, people are trying to chime in, especially, I don't know if this is going to get me hit. I don't know. I got this from my guy. First of all, shout out to you behind the bar. This was a nice reaction. I like the way you guys went in on this. And I'm going to play it, man. You know what I'm saying? And give you your flowers, man. I think you guys took the right stance on it, man. Here's Shannon Sharp.
You could tell that he was like, this is out of his jurisdiction. He pronounced the motherfuckers' names wrong and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Listen to I can't make this shit up. Watch this shit, y'all. And I want y'all to, I'm not going to tell you the typo, not the typo. Tell me who name he pronounced wrong. He's going to name a bunch of names. Y'all tell me what name he pronounced wrong. I want y'all to tell me in the live chat what name he pronounced wrong.
Further, That wasn't the only person she talked about. She talked about Steve Harvey. She talked about Oprah Winfrey. She talked about Tyler Perry, amongst others. And not only did she do that, she also spoke about Taraji B. Henson. Remember recently, Taraji B. Henson made news because she was tearful talking about being underpaid as a Hollywood star, a black female actress. And she became very emotional and very transparent.
Did anybody catch that? Did anybody catch the name who he pronounced wrong? Do I got to bring it back? Do I got to rewind this shit? Am I bugging? Kennedy caught this. This nigga don't even know who he talking about, my nigga. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. He talking about celebrity gossip and don't even know how to pronounce Taraji P. Henson name right. Who the hell is Taraji B. Henson? Somebody in live chat, please tell me.
But let me see. I think the one that I really wanted though was the one where, yeah, that's the one. That's the one. But my guy behind the bar, he be pulling up some good shit. Hold on, let me get there. So again, Shannon Sharp, he's under fire, man. And he's having to respond to everybody. And it's like, this was like a real good synopsis of Shannon Sharp that I found when I Googled his name. The question was asked, is he married or has he been married? And this is what I found just by Googling it. It says, does Shannon Sharp have kids? Okay, hold on. Let's go here. Does Shannon Sharp have kids? It says, Shannon Sharp has been engaged to a trainer named Katie Kellner. I looked at her, she was fine as hell. I'm like, damn, okay. He said that was in 2016, but that broke off and she married Louis Castillo. Y'all know who he is, right? But he is the proud father of 3, $2 and 1 son, all of whom have names that begin with the letter K. So that was 4 years ago. Okay, so it's safe to say that, okay, he's been heterosexual for forever and a day. He got, and some of them's like teenagers, like almost grown. I think one of them's in college. So he's like, he been, established his seed and all that and stuff. I like all the other stuff that's being thrown in there. It's like they said, man, it's some weirdo stuff. People are jumping on him when, he's up. And this is one of the videos I wanted to play that I caught of him responding to Corey Holcomb, calling him a sellout. And this is explaining, to me, it gives a good explanation of Shannon Sharp's position. Okay?
I know Chiggs is in here recording. So.
Yeah. No Chiggs moved in here, right? So whatever you say.
Chiggs gonna have everything up there.
Whatever you say, Chiggs gonna be on YouTube with it, man.
No free clout. Listen, man, that Cat Williams Shannon Sharp interview still got people's panties in a bunch. Now, a couple days ago, Corey Holcomb went on his podcast to accuse Shannon Sharp of selling out black people and also blowing up because of the gay community. Now, I'm gonna link you guys to the clip down below so you guys can go watch the video. But Corey mentioned Shannon Sharp saying that Taylor Swift was better than Beyonce. According to Corey, Shannon Sharp's boss made him say that. Now, for those of you guys who actually watched the video and got the context, all Shannon Sharp said was that Taylor Swift moves the needle more than Beyonce. It wasn't anything about talent or being better than the other person. It was strictly just his opinion on what he's seeing right now. And you can't really argue that if you're talking about Taylor Swift and Beyonce right now. Beyonce is still doing crazy numbers, but Taylor Swift right now is just going crazy on a whole different level. But in Corey's eyes, that was enough to accuse Shannon Sharp of being a sellout to the black community. Last night on his nightcap show, Shannon Sharp responded back to Corey, but He refused to say his name or give him any free clout, which is smart because Shannon knows that all Corey is looking for is just for Shannon to acknowledge his name. Here's Shannon's response addressing the sellout comments from Corey Holcomb.
What I'm starting to see is that in our community, anytime a black starts to get money, he had to have sold out the community to get it. Now, I want somebody in the chat, and I want somebody to tell me how I sold out the community. Second of all, another time, anytime, a lot of times, not all, a black start to become a little successful, start to make a little paper, the first thing we say, oh, that ain't gay. Because they were, and like what they try to do is call into question, because in our community, even though they say somebody might say it, it's still kind of frowned upon. And it's frowned upon in a lot of communities. Right. Still, nobody's told me how I sold out my community. Nobody, like, okay, where's your proof? There's this one guy. He wants to come on my show, but I don't have any respect for him, and I don't think he's funny. Who that? And so I don't really pay any attention to him, and he keeps it going. Who that? Who that? Your chat knows who he is. Like I said, there's another guy. He's been going back and forth. But see, here's the thing, and as you know,
we can't see what I mean. You got somebody else.
But no. But here's the thing.
Shannon got real sharp with it now. He knows. He's like, I'm not gonna give you no clout. You ain't gonna get no shine while I'm doing mine. So he ain't saying his name or none of that. But everybody know who he talking about. Just like Michael Epps. So he's going at it with all of the so-called comedians, right? That's who's been coming to his show. That's who's been coming to the Shay Shay room. You know what I'm saying? But yet still he been just letting people speak their piece, not to be attacked, not for his name and his brand to be, tarnished and all that. So he's speaking up for himself. Shout out to you, Shannon. Go ahead, give it to him, man. Don't sit there and take that shit.
He won't.
We got to make an example out of somebody. I don't know who.
My example is when somebody cut this big ass check. But I just want to know why in the community, if a black starts to ascend, not all, automatically assume that we sold out. So what? When Colin Kaepernick did what he did, who was on TV standing up trumpeting the cause?
Man.
When George Floyd, who was pounding the table? Even though none of the clips of what I said about Cap was getting to YouTube. Me. When the baseball player said what he said, when they say about who? Me.
I gotta agree with Shannon, man. Corey, you definitely come off as a hater. You've been talking about me now for a few years. If you want to invite to my podcast, there's other ways to get it than to try to put me down. You can't accuse me of being a sellout just because I'm doing better than you in the field that you probably started before me. Sometimes shit just works out, and sometimes shit is just luck. I'm sure Shannon never saw himself being in this position when he was back at FS1. Don't be mad at me because I've lapped you in a matter of 2 months. It's truly unfortunate that instead of people being happy for Shannon Sharp, for him now being successful and having a huge platform, you choose to go hit on the man for working harder than you. You guys get in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think about this, man. Post comments below. Subscribe to my channel, like this video. I'll see you guys later, man.
I like Slick Move. He just gave you the whole unadulterated truth, man. You know what I'm saying? And I could dig that, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. You know what I mean? If you're gonna chime, and cover this type of stuff, keep it neutral. You know what I'm saying? Keep it unbiased. And speak what the facts is, the real. Let's go off the so-called receipts. Okay? Receipts. That goes a long way. You got some receipts? Show me where I'm supposed to be this and I'm supposed to be that. But right now, from what I saw what Shannon did, he broke out some receipts and said, dude, you was trying to contact me about getting on my show. So what if your name came up on my panel? It is what it is. Don't mean now you get an instant invite and you get a part of my shine. And then when I didn't respond, you want to go do a whole monologue about me slandering my name. It's personal. What's up, Callie? How you been, boss? All right. Yeah, long time no see, man. How you been? Yeah, so it's like, to me, Shannon's doing the right thing, man. He's ducking the punches, and he's throwing haymakers. And at the end of the day, he's like, man, and I know what school he's from. He's from the whole, he's from the Hard Knocks. He's like, if you keep letting my name come out your mouth funny, in a funny kind of way, I got to see you. So we all heard Mike Epps' response, right? Mike Epps is like, I'm not fighting you, you 1,000 push-up looking. I'm not fighting you. So we already know what that means. You know what I mean? Oh, you're not fighting? Oh, but you're going to keep doing this, right? You're going to keep doing this. See, these type of cats, man, these are the kind of cats that try to get you to crash out behind their words, you know? They try to get you to crash out behind their words. It's foul. So we have to say, you know, like, man, what do I do? Okay, well, I mean, in the real world of, you know, the so-called, you know, mano a mano world, where, you know, you just get them up like this and we live to, you know, fight another day. That's the ideal world we like to live in. But let's face it, Mike Epps ain't no little punk now. He not no Cat Williams. This Mike Epps like 6'2", 6'3". He weigh about 200-something pounds, okay? So I'm like, no, I can accept that you ain't gonna fight. My belief is that if you're gonna talk the talk, you need to go ahead and walk the walk. That's just my talk. That's how I feel. Don't get to talk about, you know, I got epilepsy, so I gotta, you know, I ain't gonna fight you. What? Well, why you running your mouth if you know you might have some kind of disease? You know, you might get hurt. Feel me? It can't, the end all be all can't be on now. You want to pull something out on me. They didn't stop making them with just you, partner, or your goons. Don't think Shannon Sharp ain't got no goons. Shannon Sharp ain't from the soft side of town, okay? Straight up. But I agree with Shannon 100%, man. I like where he went with it, man. I believe, you know what I'm saying? You don't keep, you know, that's gonna be part of the game. That's part of how YouTube is, and that's how part of social media is, okay? That's just it, man. And you just gotta be ready for that. Facts. That's it. So now we know, you know, that this other thing coming up, this All-Star game coming up. You know, it's gonna be up in, I guess it's in Indiana, okay, where Mike Epps lives and all that. It's possible, you know, showdown alert. Y'all be ready. You know, make sure you be ready to do your thing, man. So give me a second right quick, y'all. I'm gonna take you down. Gotta play one of my guys' cut, man, because he got a new album out. Make sure you go check him out, man. He's doing his thing, man. And he's my guy, man. He's doing his thing.
I am what I am. What I am not, I will never be. GD. This for the Pontiac 17. Big boss. Love is deep as the blue sea. Standing on all 17, right over left to the death of me to the world flow. I believe in teachers. Proper preparation, bitch, nigga, you'll die for reaching. Mind over matter. I know the seasons. Right over left. Why do I do it? It's the Jesus. We are Israelites. If you read the blueprint, then you seen it. Jesus. This bitch baby, they be left leaking. How you on go if you ain't did no community cleaning? Gangsters, they got an 8th grade education. Niggas ain't thinking. Niggas is fake. Get out the way. Fuck is you doing with your hands? They make the raids. You don't count. You ain't plugged in. How was your game? I ain't got a break number 4 to shoot your ass in the face. Big 7-4. Big sevenfold, big sevenfold, big sevenfold, big boss, big sevenfold, big boss, big sevenfold. Instead of my business, big sixes, we the willing, see the feelings. Shots fired, now I ain't leaving. How is your blood on the front of the brain when it's feeling? Overthinking, they say it's gonna be the death of me, get it? But I had to write it as a thing that's left to me, get it? Right. I know real gangsters don't like this. If you man, go read the Bible. You can't fuck with no disciples. Niggas is fake. Get out the way. Fuck is you doing with your hands? They make the raids. No, I don't count. You ain't plugged in. How was you game? I ain't got a break number 4 to shoot your ass in the face. Big sevenfold. Big sevenfold. Big sevenfold. Big sevenfold. Big boss. Big sevenfold. Big boss. Big sevenfold. 3G, 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 3G. Before I ever break the OS, let my lungs be function. Welcome home, crush you. Washing the steak. Niggas is fake. Get out the way. Fuck what you doing with your hands. They make the raids. You don't count. You ain't plugged in. How was you game? I ain't got a break number 4 to shoot your ass in the face. Big sevenfold. Big sevenfold. Big sevenfold. Big sevenfold. Big boss. Big sevenfold. Big boss. Big sevenfold. 3G, 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 3G. Feel me? Big sevenfold. You know what I'm saying? Big bro shit. Gangster.
You already know, man. Got an invite from my guy, too. Let me see if we can show this right quick. Yeah, there it is. Hold on, let me see. It's been a while since I did this one. Got to fight the green screen and all that. Hold on. Got an invite. So. It's not going to work. Anyway. We're having an album release party coming up. So, you know what I'm saying? Yours truly got to get it down there. It's in 3 days. It's on the 16th. You already know. Featuring my guy, Fatal Luciano. It's going to be dope. I'm going to take some, content and whatnot. Probably get a couple interviews in. Y'all be looking for that, man. Fatal Luciano. Definitely he was on, on the next lineup, man, as you can see, he's got that shit. He's got that heat. What's up, Cuddy? Yeah, I see you now. Okay, you slipped up in here on me. Appreciate you. We just, chiming in on all this weekend's festivities, man. I'm like, the latest news out there today that I found out today was Kanye got kicked out of the Super Bowl. Come on, man. Where does that happen at? Behind Taylor Swift? Okay. Boy, they love kicking us up out of shit. That shit's crazy. Like I said, I guess what happens in Vegas don't stay there. That's some fucked up shit. So, just going through some of the other things, going through the Shannon Sharp situation. And he also had to respond not only to Mike Epps, but he also had to go in on another comedian, and the comedian was calling him a sellout. You know what I'm saying? That's Corey Holcomb. And I mean, it's like, if you ask me, a lot of people trying to get into Shannon Sharp's algorithm. Let's just call it that. You're trying to get in Shannon Sharp's algorithm. Okay? And let's face it, man got 7 million subscribers and all that. He's doing it, man. He's doing it. So all I can tell you is, man, at the end of the day, everybody wants to eat off of that man right now. So I'm just saying, we got to think, man. If you got something to say, now's the time to say it, man. Go to bat. Get your game up. Yes. Matter of fact, since I said them words, I wanted to say shout out to a new affiliate of mine over here in the Northwest. Get your bars up, man. He's put me on over there with him, man. I want him to know, man, it's a reciprocal. We're gonna be doing a lot of content together, especially in this rap battle venue and whatnot. And we've already did it. You already seen some of the results. We definitely had a classic over here, and I want you guys to go check him out. He was live just a little while ago, but go check him out. See what he's talking about. He don't just do the Northwest shit. He been all over the country with it. So he's my guy. He's over here, man, and I'm gonna be working with him too, man. Shout out to you, man. You know what I mean? Most definitely. Shout out to Sky Tier, man. You guys, you already know where we at. My day ones. Appreciate y'all. Most definitely. And my dogs. Oh, shit. Come on now. These are my dogs. Fatal. You know who we just heard his music. Stewie, who is one of the top battlers in the Northwest, on the West Coast, making a name for himself. But that ain't his only game. He's also a lyricist. And most people that are in the battle game, they know how to spit. You know what I'm saying? And his brother Cash, who you guys have seen me with many times, he's exclusive at my studio, done interviews with him. He hooks up with me all the time. And this new comedian on the scene, so what? Shout out to all y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man, making me a part of what you do. You know me? But yeah, I just have to say, man, this shit was crazy this weekend, man. And man, we came out winners. No matter what happened, we came out winners. Everybody's likes is up. Everybody's count is up. That means everybody's money's up. Like Shannon said, at the end of the day, all I'm worried about is the check. Who cutting the check? That's my show. That's my get back. I'm like, ooh, words well spoken, Mr. Sharp. So that's how I wanted to touch on, man. You know what I'm saying? And Alicia Keyes, man, I want to touch on her too. She fine, man. I ain't mad at Usher. I ain't mad at him, man. But he knew he could only go so far, man. So, man, with that being said, man, next time we're going to check out, man, I will see you all in the mix, okay?
Or play it all the way out. So you're going to hear Stephen A. Smith later on say that he's a journalist and Shannon Sharp is not a journalist. And he's basically saying that, listen, if that was me, I would have to cut the interview short or try to ask them for receipt of what they're saying about any individual they're talking about, which to me, that's not how that works. What Stephen A. Smith should have did was if anything that Monique said was a lie, you should have went on your show, grabbed your receipts, and exposed the lie. That was what you were supposed to do. You're supposed to do your so-called journalistic integrity. You're supposed to do your research and say, yo, when Monique said this about such and such, whether it was Kevin Hart, whether he said something about Earthquake, whether he said about whoever. If you felt as though it was a lie, Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, all them names that Cat Williams exposed, Stephen A. Smith, if you think it was a lie, do your due diligence, do your journalistic integrity, do your research, and go on your show and say, nope, I'm debunking that because that was a lie, and here goes the proof. That's how you impress people. You don't impress people by coming on your show and telling us that Shannon Sharp shouldn't have gave people a voice by speaking their truth. Who the fuck are you?
Boom. Well said, brother. Well said. And with that being said, who the fuck are you guys? Let that man do his thing. He said what he only built his platform so people come up and speak their mind. And they spoke their mind. He's just, the person that created the format for the message. Don't try to attack Shannon Sharp because you ain't able to, put yours out there. You got to do what you got to do. And that's all Shannon Sharp been doing, letting people say what they got to say, man. But people want to attack the man, he's blowing up. And I just don't feel like that's cool, man. And I appreciate that you said those things behind the bar. Shout out to you, man. Peace.